So today, guys, the video is about to grow, to upgrade. All you gotta do is just be you. It sounds easy, but most people today, they're gonna be like someone else. They're gonna act as if they're not them. They're gonna see stuff in the world. They're gonna see stuff on Snapchat. They're gonna see stuff on the internet. They're gonna hear about something on the news. Anybody, old people, young people, people in the future who aren't even born yet, are all subject to what other people have done. So this fit is all unoriginal. I didn't even buy none of this. I'm the youngest in my family, so I just threw this stuff together because I like money. And I realized that you got to know yourself. You got to make yourself who you are. So I used to always wear hoodies throughout school, throughout a large portion of my life. I would just wear many hoodies over and over again. I got hoodies of me being at 300 pounds, looking messed up. That's because I didn't have the confidence in myself to just be myself. I needed to cover up. The problem a lot of people have today is they wear a mask. They wear a mask of what other people think is cool. And let me tell you, man, nobody really cares. And even if it'll make you popular because of the stuff that you do, because you think that it's going to make you popular or loved or respected or whatever, it doesn't matter because you are going to sleep in your own grave. They're not going to be there with you. Every day you go to sleep and wake up, unless you got somebody at your side or many people at your side, you're there by yourself. So I want to make this a quick video. The last video was going on way too long. We talked about demure, and look at how he smiles. Look at those facial lines. The jaw. Very demure. I mean, it's funny. I think if you're at a point in your life where you can't make a joke about almost anything and look at the positives in it, you really got to take a step back and say, what's so wrong with me that I'm not happy enough to understand why people do what they do? Now, I have a podcast that I have to post with my brother that we made yesterday, and we disagree on quite a bit of things, but the best life comes when you have competition. If there was no competition in the world, nobody would innovate. We would be sitting in huts. So thank you to everybody who complains. Thank you to everybody who shows love. Thank you to everybody who innovates, because in a world where people are only caring about themselves, nothing will grow. So growing. The first name of this channel was Lucious Gaining Life. And I made it that way because I wanted to show people how to get more alive, how to feel more alive, how to live a better life. Because a lot of people today, they're dead inside. And I may look dead inside. I just like to keep a straight face. They're dead inside, meaning that they have no hope, they have no dreams, they have no desire, they have no goal, they have no life path. All they live their life for is here, now, today, what can we do now? And some people are on the opposite end. Some people disagree with me. But Lucious, tomorrow's not promised. And that's not a bad point, young Dane. That's not a bad point, young Dane, but the reality is if you do make it through today, if you do make it through tomorrow, you're going to have to deal with those choices that you dealt with yesterday. You're going to have to deal with the choices that other people made around you, as long as they're around you. And as long as those items that they put in front of you or around you are around you, you're going to have to be influenced by those people. So once again, this is not going to be a long video. We're going to try to make it 5 minutes. Don't let people influence you who you don't want to be like. It's as simple as that. If you're walking on the street and you see somebody that's looking messed up that you don't want to be like, you're not going to say, hey, how do you do what you do? Avoid them. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with saying, I need this in my life, and I don't even want to look at that. I got to a point where I am not I'm racist, but If I was just made white, you would think of me differently just because I was completely white. If I was all of a sudden dark charcoal black, you would think of me differently just because I was dark charcoal black because I look different. If you see a white phone, you think something. If you see a black phone, you think something. You can't maybe describe it, but there are differences in life for a reason. The best things come when you can grow in between the differences and call a spade a spade. It's been your host. It's been real. This is the Neighborhood Watch channel. Lucious Dane Fletcher. Here we are. Check out the other videos. We're going to post the podcast with my brother, George Avery Fletcher Jr. We talked about the perfect woman. Do you think the perfect woman exists? Do you think that everybody can control everything inside of them?